My bad. Yeah, sorry, Ryan. I figured you cut to the bottom. My bad. Hi, boys. Right now, we have 14 drivers. That means it's going to be one heat race. The heat race, I think it pays up to the top 10. Is that accurate, Vince? Okay, so top 10 will get points. I mean, if you're running, it's points, right? Let's not beat each other up in the heat race. 10 laps, no caution. The feature's 75 laps. Again, there's only 14. We don't have 24 like last week, so my eyes, this should be a better race, and hopefully we get a bunch of green flag laps, and let's all have a good night. Oh, something that has come to my attention from Tuesday, guys, when we take the green flag, you are not to change lanes before the start finish line. If somebody, misses your shift, or you're about to car ramrock somebody, that's one thing, but use the brakes, use your head, don't just destroy the cars on the outside while you're trying to avoid gas and stuff. And if you have DLL, you can't just pass everybody for us to clear the black flag. There's going to be still clear black flags as we're going, but if you're given one by us and it ends up accidentally cleared, we will give it back to you if we see that you're passing people. Any questions? If not, good luck to everybody tonight. Time to qualify.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Morris Motorsports Media. Tonight, we've got another fantastic rate of short track racing with the Giggity Racing League. They are going to be rolling into legendary Southern National Motorsports Park for the Helping Hands Contractors Late Model Stocks I'm Shane Morris, and I'll be bringing you all of tonight's action from qualifying all the way to checkered flag. Right now, we are watching some of the qualifying go down, and it looks like first one out on the track here is I do believe Andrew Plummer in the 98 car. Taddy, he is up here leading the fastest lap time. But take that back. Toad Bridge comes out here and yanks it from him. These guys are all qualifying here. We're just going to let this roll out. Watch the most exciting racers that are out there right now. That Tim Toadbridge fella in the 74 looking fantastic. Looks like he's ready for this race to go underway. 14.2 with second place. 14.372 with Jeff Dillon. And then right behind him is last week's winner, Andrew Plummer. Seeing if maybe we have to make another round to the podium for him here. Well, while they go ahead and they finish up their qualifying, if you're just joining us, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, and let us know down in the chat who you're cheering for tonight. These guys are absolutely ripping it out there on the track here. We have right here Andrew Plummer. Stylish finish in qualifying there. He needs to save those tires. Absolutely. Looks like we got Jack Mansour out here on the track doing his qualifying laps as well. I do believe this might be his second. Yes, I think he is done as well. No, he's still going for it. Look at that. Stephen Harlow coming out of the pits and running his lap times for qualifying. He takes the first position here at 14.271 with Tim Toadbridge right behind him at 14.284. Look at that paint scheme right there. I like that. That is beautiful. You got to respect some paint schemes we got out here. Everybody's looking pretty stylish. Look at that chrome 14 number on the side of the Mongoose sponsored vehicle here. The 98 car looking fabulous as well. Got Joey Brewer. Looks like he got into the wall a little bit. No, that's just his paint scheme. Okay. Looks like he had some tire marks in there, but that's just behind his numbers. That's interesting, and that looks pretty awesome. What a fantastic finish. I haven't seen anybody smack the wall yet, so that's good. That is great. Might be a few laps. They're just getting adjusted. I think qualifying might be done here. 11 people have times. I know there's a few more here in the race. Got Ryan and Dwayne Thompson. Ryan's going to hit the track now. Get his in the Budweiser sponsored 181. I have to see what's the back of his Think Fresh, Drink Fresh Budweiser. I love it. That looks fantastic. But absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, again, tonight's event is proudly presented by Helping Hands Contractors. Whether you're looking for a home improvements, remodeling projects, roofing, or professional contracting services, Helping Hands Contractors is committed to quality workmanship and dependable service. Huge thank you to you, Helping Hands Contractors, supporting grassroots racing and Giggity Racing and making tonight's broadcast possible. You guys are amazing, and I really appreciate it. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to throw Giggity up here tonight. We're about to get started here. Everybody's gridding. The Southern National Motorsports Park is one of the toughest short tracks drivers will face. This place rewards patience, tire management, and precision. Drivers can't simply just drive every lap at once, 100%. They'll have to definitely conserve some of their equipment while still fighting for every inch of the racetrack and position that they have available to them out there. So as the drivers begin to line up on the pit road, let's take a look at tonight's field. In the pole starting position, we have the number 6, Stephen Harlow. Next to him, Tim Tobridge in that 74. And then we have the 052, but it's just supposed to be 52 with Jeff Dillon and the Dillon-sponsored racing theme. Andrew Plummer right there next to him starting in P4. And then we have P5. It's going to be Trenton Bestgrove. And then for the remaining, we have Taddy out there, Taddy the Batty. We have Stephen Davis, Joey Brewer, Austin Garrett, Sam Peck, and Ryan Poe, and Jack Mansour in the 33. Really excited to go ahead and watch this race get green here soon. Go ahead and see who's still in the garages or at the snack stands before we go green. But we have a few veterans looking to continue their championship momentum from previous seasons. Some are newcomers hoping to make a statement here as well. And plenty of drivers looking to rebound after the difficult finish last week. One thing is certain, nobody is giving away positions tonight. Everybody will be fighting back and forth to take what is theirs. We're going to go ahead and get our 2 pace laps underway here. And I'm not sure if this is going to be split up into 2 different... I know that there was heaps, and I'm just verifying. I'm not too sure. Absolutely. Stephen Harlow is going to be in control of tonight's start. I do believe it is just going to be this one heat. It's going to be 10-lap heat race, and then we're going to get on, see where everybody ends up starting for the main event here. Green, green, green. Here we go. The Helping Hands Contractors late model stocks is underway at Southern National. Already, we have a battle. Was a battle. He dropped off a little bit here. Stephen Harlow is going to be taking this and running with it. Looks like we got a little bit of a battle back here with the 74 Tim Tobridge falling back as he did start in P4. Staying in P4, actually. I don't know why I said he's falling back. He's staying consistent. Number 98 car right here on the rear of Jeff Dillon trying to make a pass on the outside. Unsure if he's going to be able to successfully do it. Jeff Dillon's being pretty consistent here. Trying to catch up to Stephen Harlow, already leaving a big gap in the pack. Oh, it looks like we have some turnage. 98. 98 took a spin here. Andrew Plummer recovering here. No yellow. Didn't take anybody out. Hopefully he doesn't go a lap down here on these 75 laps we have. Well, 10 laps. And the 5 more laps we have here in this little heat we got going on. Hopefully that's not how the race is going to go for him. Hopefully he recovers from that. Looks all right. We got Tim Tobridge. He's going to be in the P3. Trenton Bestgrove in the P4 position now. Since Andrew Plummer, unfortunately, got a little loose. We have a little bit of contact with Tobridge in the walls here. Stephen Harlow just absolutely dominating this heat race we have going on here. He's got 2 laps to go. Got Jeff Dillon still in second. Final lap is underway here. Stephen Harlow is just hanging on to it. Jeff Dillon trying to cut on his inside here. Too much momentum for Harlow. Taking home the win in tonight's heat. Tonight's heat is going to be your winner, Stephen Harlow. Congratulations to Harlow. Absolutely fantastic. I do want to go ahead here. It looks like we had a couple of incidences right there. He's a little angry with them. Little play. Guess we're gonna get straight into the gridding here. But tonight's race info, we are again Southern National Motorsports Park. It's about 94% humidity here, so a bit of moisture. We like to see that. It's about 69 degrees. Yeah. It's gonna be a nice race today. 75 laps is gonna go ahead. Be there. Got our grid starting lineup here. Stephen Harlow in the P1 position. And then we also have Jeff Dillon, P2. Tim Tobridge, P3. Trenton Bassgrove, P4. And then we have Taddy, creeped his way up to P5. Joey Brewer in the P6 position. Sam Peck, Austin Garrett, Stephen Davis, Andrew Plummer, Ryan Poe, and Jack Mansour. 75 laps of racing to begin ahead here in just a moment. Let's see if I have any data here for points current in today's league. I do not. I do need to get that. Worked on. I thought I had it in there, but we are gonna go ahead here and get ready to go green. iRacing still figuring out where everybody's at here. But again, your race leader for the start of tonight's race, as well as your heat winner, we have Stephen Harlow right there out of Hindsburg, Vermont, with Giggity Racing League. Alrighty, one more lap here, and then we are going to be getting on it. Green, green, green. Races to begin. 75 laps ahead of us here. Stephen Harlow going to go ahead and continue his lead here. I know we did see some bumping here with the 77 and the 32. A little bit of a battle right now for the P7 position. They're drag racing this track here, taking it too wide. It's like Joey Brewer does take advantage of that and goes around his outside. Stephen Harlow still with a fantastic gap here in P1. Right behind him is going to be our Tim Tobridge battling it out for second right now with 52 of Jeff Dillon. Jeff Dillon's going to take that inside of Tobridge. Tobridge is hanging on to it, telling him, no, man, get back down there and get behind me. These guys are drag racing here tonight. Now, look at that. We got the 14 car of Trenton Bassgrove trying to decide who he wants to have in that P2 position, as they are just drag racing across the front stretch now. Now, you'll notice that drivers aren't necessarily pushing to the absolute limit just yet. Harlow seems to be on a nice steady pace here, consecutively hitting his turns. He's got a nice line he's following. And everybody's just out here trying to find their rhythm here tonight. And it looks like Stephen Harlow may have found his rhythm. A little bit of an interruption there. Maybe he had a dog bark. Who knows? But absolutely rhythm finding for all of these individuals here. These opening laps are about survival, learning how the track is changing as they continually go, and just finding where the grip is at. You definitely need to be setting yourself up for the long run here. 75 laps, it's quite a few laps for those tires as well, because I know earlier we were talking about tire management. That is going to be extremely important here tonight. I don't know how bad that outside line is eating up their tires as well, but I know I've seen a couple of drivers here riding on that outside, and then you see them sink back into the inside line as soon as they either make their pass or they just go ahead and let them continue instead of driving for that pass. It's a little bit too early for that for them. We got Besgrove in P4 here still. Looks like we have a little bit of Mongoose Dubby collaboration on the 14 car. Looks fantastic. Green, green, green for almost 15 laps in a row here. Got Harlow absolutely just running away from the pack. Looks like we might be having some cars getting lapped here soon. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Look at that lead that Harlow has in the 6 car here. No, he might be catching up to the back pack of... we got a yellow here. We had an incident occur with the 74... Tim Trowbridge, sorry about that, Tim. Don't keep meaning to mess up your name here. Looks like we had Taddy took advantage of this incident here. Let's take a look. Taddy passes him. Looks like there was just maybe have gotten a little bit of loose here. Let's take a look at Mr. Trowbridge's crash here. So it looks like they're coming out of turn 3. No, turn 4 here. Let's just go ahead and play it a little slow. Maybe the 52 gets into him a little bit? I'm unsure. Turn 2, I apologize. Not turn 3. Incident may have occurred on turn 3. I think he just gets loose. Gets loose in the 3. Absolutely. Bites it a little bit too hard here. Tires lose traction. Tries his best to save it. A little bit of Lightning McQueen action and just loses it here. Luckily, nobody else was collected in that incident, and everybody was to safely get around there. Absolutely wonderful racing by everybody tonight. First yellow. We got 15 laps in, I believe. Pure green. I'd say that's pretty good. First caution of the race tonight. Stephen Harlow still out here repping the P1 position, battling it out with Jeff Dillon. Green flag is underway. Harlow plans again, assuming to just sprint out of here as fast as he can. Hopefully they don't dig too hard and have an unfortunate event such as what we just watched with Trowbridge. That battle for second is looking awesome here. We got Trenton Besgrove and Jeff Dillon just drag racing it across this track here. And then we have Jeff Dillon just going to yank it from Besgrove in that 52 car. Staying right on the rear of Stephen Harlow. Harlow's not really able to get that gap that we're used to seeing with him. Still within that rhythm, seems to be doing good. The gap is building now. It's good to see. So I know we're 21 laps in, and I'm not going to say that tires are becoming a factor at all. But no, with Trowbridge's incident, tires are definitely something to take in consideration coming in and out of these turns here. Definitely want to feather it a little bit, not give it full beans until you're... Yeah, treat this track a little bit like Bristol, I'd imagine. I personally haven't raced this track yet. Plan to do it, maybe even in these cars one day. But again, this is one of those races where patience wins championships. And points do the talking here at Giggity Racing League as we go into lap 24 out of 75. So this is the one thing that I have been noticing watching these guys the past 2 weeks is that consistency. Consistency is definitely that one thing that separates the fastest drivers from everyone else. Consistency is key. We have another yellow here tonight. Let's go ahead here and see what happened. It looked like we had an incident with Austin Garrett, who's coming out of the pits now already. Maybe got shoved into the pits. Let's check it out. The 213 car looks like it was involved in the incident here. Patrick Starr just gets a little bit loose, and exactly took a little bit of a walk through pit road to get his mind back on track for the rest of this race. We'll see quite a few of these spins here tonight, I'd imagine. Because again, those tires, definitely a factor. Definitely a factor here tonight. So let's check and see here. Is he going to go get a fresh pair on? It looks like number 15. Stephen Davis went ahead and got some tires. It looks like we just got some tires here as well for Austin Garrett after that. Did we do all four? Looks like we do all four tires. Fresh set of tires for Austin Garrett. And I know we had fresh tires for Stephen Davis as well. We could just go ahead here and see the sit strength here. So it looks like we had Trowbridge, Peck, Poe, Fuel. And I'm not too sure. Let's see the pit stop times again. So I know Trowbridge got tires. Dylan got tires. Poe got tires. Bestgrove got tires and fuel. And Davis got tires as well. Looks like Peck in the P3 position in that 277 car. Gas only, leaving those tires out there to melt a little bit more here. Green here tonight. We got Peck here. Let's watch what happens. Got the dashboard there on the bottom right. Ripping the turns. Getting to about 100 and breaking it back down. I'm thinking about 73s around the turns where they try to get down to.
What were you doing there, Ryan?
We got Plummer on the radio. Let's see what Plummer got going on here. Taddy in the P1 position right now after that yellow. Plummer back here. Oh my. Yep, there it is. No yellow. No yellow tonight. Guess it is. Late call on that yellow flag here. Looks like an incident that Sam Peck was involved in as well. Ryan Poe and Sam Peck, I believe. Poe, yep, he took it to the pits in that Budweiser 181. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened. So I'm going to assume here it might just be it's getting loose. Again, tires. Definitely a factor. Let them warm up if you got the new ones. Oh no, a little bit of contact with the 98 car of Andrew Plummer. A little bit of front right damage for Plummer in the 98 here. Hopefully got that down to pit road and they buffed that out with the mallet here. Let's get back tonight to the race. P1, Tim Trowbridge. Now your race leader. Looks like Taddy may have fallen off to go and get some more gas and tires, I believe.
One to green for anyone in the pits.
There we go. Taddy did pit. Lap 30. Third caution tonight. Took advantage of that. Perfection. Tim Tobridge will be in control of tonight's restart here. Oh, I do apologize. Take the pits away. Green, green, green. Trowbridge out here in P1. And again, this could be inaccurate. I do believe Trowbridge might be a lap down. I'm not too sure because I do remember he was in an incident, unless he used his fast repair and crept his way up the pack. We're going to go with it. I'm going to assume it's Trowbridge. He's a great driver. Got the 52 of Dylan right behind him. Fantastic driving out of these guys here tonight. Corner after corner, lap after lap. It's the consistency that we're going to see here tonight win tonight's race. A little bit under halfway here. Still a few more laps to go before we reach that halfway point. .52 of Dylan sweeping the P1 position from Trowbridge on the inside. Trowbridge shot up on the outside there to give him a little bit of space. Trowbridge being patient. 14, looks like we have Bestgrove. A little bit of spinach for, again, those tires. Very important factor here tonight. Very important. Got to pay attention to that. Got to feel it out. Feather that throttle. Feather that throttle. Well, let's go ahead here again. Let's take another look back here and see what happened with Trenton Bestgrove. So in the 14 car we see here, he's going to be exiting turn 4, I believe, where he gets a little bit loose here. Yep, a little bit loose. Brakes, brakes, brakes. Does not hit the inside wall. Perfect. That's what we like to see. You can spin those tires, get a little bit loose, lose it. As long as we're not smashing that inside wall, we're going to have a great race tonight. Jeff Dillon in the P1 position. I do not believe Jeff has pit yet. He has. He got tires lap 11. That's correct. I believe that's tires. If I'm reading that wrong, I do apologize. I think that's 100% tires, though. Alrighty. One more lap until we go green here tonight. So one thing that you got to really appreciate here racing at Southern National Speedway. Not Southern National Speedway. This isn't a speedway. The motorsports. Pace car is off. We are going to go green, green, green. 52, Jeff Dillon, your race leader here tonight. Got the 74 car battling it on the outside. Tim Trowbridge trying to take that back. Got another yellow here. I do believe that Jack Manser was involved here. Jack Manser was climbing his way up already in the pits here. And it looks like it was Trenton Bestgrove again involved.
Is that Jack or is Dylan?
Trenton is just not having a bunch of luck here tonight.
Not clear, Papa Manser.
Papa Manser is actually in the yellow car of 33 here tonight. I do apologize. I forgot to mention that. Let's see what they got themselves involved in here. So we got the 33 car starting in this replay on the outside. I wonder what happened. Did he cut inside to get a little contact with the 98? Nope. Looks like, oh, that's what happened there. I don't know. about that. I do believe that that may have been a situation that the 14 car of Basgrove may have gotten a little bit much of the rear there of the 33 of Papa Manser. Go ahead and take a look. He's a little bit squirrely here, staying on his line. Papa Manser staying on his line as well. Cuts back down. Wasn't clear. Papa Manser wasn't clear. Jeff Dillon starting out in P1, battling it out with Trowbridge still here tonight. Again, I do want to mention this. Tonight's race, again, is brought to you by Helping Hands Contractors. Whether green, whether you're looking for home improvements, green flag races, roofing, professional contracting, or just holding your line out there on the track, Helping Hands Contractors will be there to help you out. Huge thank you again to them for supporting Giggity Racing League and the Stock Car Series. P1, we still have our main man, Jeff Dillon, Stephen Harlow in the P2 situation. Our early race leader for several laps. Got another caution here. It looks like Papa Manser involved. Left pit lane. Did he leave pit lane in front of them? Is that why they threw the yellow? Or no. That's Trenton Bestgrove. Again in the 14 car. I do believe... No, I think this is the previous incident. Yeah, this is the previous incident. Negative, it's not. A little bit of contact. Oh, hit that inside wall there with the Bestgrove mobile in 14. Did you get it towed? Doesn't move. Good man. Waits for everybody else to go around him. That is safe racing there, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what we like to see. Bestgrove, hope you get it figured out, man. I know that car's give you a lot of trouble here tonight. Sixth caution here tonight. Several laps to go. Still a race. Jeff Dillon does not have this locked. He has Stephen Harlow creeping up behind him, our early race leader, for several laps. Can Jeff Dillon hang on to it here tonight?
Restarts are in the restart zone, Jeff. There's a white line, a little box between the two white lines. You can go there. So once space cars off.
On radio, we have Taddy here just explaining how the restarts are going on to Jeff Dillon here. Let's go ahead here before we do go green, as we are now. Let's hop in the cockpit with Jeff Dillon and see his point of view here. Again, your race leader, Jeff Dillon out of Millersville. You can hear those tires screaming as he's hitting those turns. We're going to step back down to Stephen Harlow right behind him here. Trying not to get... Oh, he's sneaking it on the inside. Look at that pass. Jeff Dillon still on the outside. They are drag racing this out for P1 right here. Don't get loose, boys. Look at that save. Yeah, hang it to the right really quick here. Stephen Harlow just fighting for it. No rubbing. Because if you're rubbing, you're racing. Rubbing the wall is fine. I don't know who I got here, guys. Harlow's giving him the inside run for his money. Not giving... Look at him. Holding it left. Not giving him any contact. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Keep her steady. Keep her steady. Let's see what these guys are just drag racing. Stephen Davis almost losing it there as we just joined in on his helmet cam. Getting a little anxious just watching these two. Ease up the throttle on the exit of the turn is all I'd say. But this drag race up here is definitely interesting. Stephen Harlow in the P1 position right now. Not by much. He's got Jeff Dillon right here on his outside. These guys are going at it. We got Austin Garrett. Listen to the difference in speed that we're seeing right here, ladies and gentlemen. Austin Garrett preserving his tires for a little bit, but then intense here with Stephen Harlow. Jeff Dillon fell back behind him. Superb. Watching these guys here tonight. Big crash. Oh, whoa. Oh, the pace truck trying to get out of the way. 15 hitting the inside wall. Mr. Davis. Stephen Harlow, we're going to see our race leader here enter the pits while we're under caution. I am just very interested to see, are we getting fuel or tires? I'm assuming we're just getting tires. Fuel, probably not much of an issue here. Full set of tires for the number 6 car. 75. 74, sorry. Tim Trowbridge just took gas.
Yeah.
He's out there. He said, I'm gone, guys. You guys, good luck. Good luck with your tires. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look back here and see what initially happened. It looked like Austin Garrett, Stephen Davis. Let's take a look back here. So, looks like we had Stephen Davis here. Oh, somebody was blinking in and out there. Let's go ahead and see what happened here. A little bit of netcode there. Absolutely. What a malicious crash, though. I just want to go ahead and see this here, because if we go ahead and we do the chasing, actually, so let's see.
Mr. Mansour, I believe you're good to go around.
Looks like here a little bit. Oh, wrong button, guys. Sorry. Let me rewind this back really quick. I want to say that was a little bit of netcode. I didn't see much contact there. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? Hold on. Playback it, speed where I want you to. Cool. Thank you. All right. Yeah. A little bit of netcode there, I'd say. A little bit of room. Not too much room. Definitely was going to happen anyways, but holy cow. Talk about an aggressive crash. Biggest one of the night. Puts everything else.
Green flag is out. Go fuck him up.
Green. As we come back, Tim Trowbridge in the P1 position. Didn't get tires. Let everybody else get tires. Said good luck. Right behind him, we have Jeff Dillon with his new set of all 4 tires out there.
Can you get black speed again?
God damn it. Another fucking caution. Do you guys? I'm going home.
Oh my, another caution here tonight. Jeff Dillon on fresh tires. Curious to see if Trowbridge goes and gets fresh tires now, since he's led a couple of laps now. 8 cautions here tonight out of our 75 laps. 16 laps have been caution laps here tonight. Let's go ahead and take a look at the damage and see what happened here. Joey Brewer tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have him in the 62 car, yellow car right there. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened here. Looks like peaceful racing to me. Wonder if Trowbridge in the 14 car. Sorry, not Trowbridge. Bestgrove. The 14 car maybe bounced off the wall, I'm assuming here. Yeah, Bestgrove looks like he went up into him a little bit. Is that what the yellow was for? Loses a little traction? Yes, sir. Another spin. Alrighty. About to be restarting here again. Again, as I said earlier this evening, tire control and patience is going to be the key to winning this race here tonight, as we are about to go green. The pace car is going to leave. These guys are going to go back out there. Again, not seeing too many people giving it 100% as we go green, green, green here tonight. Trowbridge in the P1 position, followed by Dylan, giving a little bit of a bump on the outside, saying, buddy, you're going to pass me. Not from up there. Stephen Harlow coming up in the P2 position on the inside. Jeff Dillon, leaving Jeff Dillon a little bit far behind from that P1 position that he was just salivating for. Almost had it, was seeing it. Still there. Push a little harder. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Harlow on the brakes there as he almost got to the inside of Tim Trowbridge. We got Jeff Dillon here right on the inside of Harlow, trying to squeeze himself by. Probably said that was a little bit sketchy. We're going to give him a little bit of space here. Not trying to kill the guy. These three guys here, both are running 14 threes, 14 low 14 threes, and then right behind them in the fourth place position, all the times are 0.2 slower. So these three are the three fastest cars on the track here tonight. Again, we got our race leader out here, Trowbridge, staying in the lead as much as he possibly can. Might hang on to that outside of Harlow. Still in P1 right now. Harlow trying to sneak up on the outside there. I'm assuming they're getting the most grip they can right now on that outside lane, and it makes sense. A lot of the rubber, you can see it on the track there. It's getting shot up. Stephen Harlow yanking P1 from Jeff Dillon. I'm sorry, not Jeff Dillon, Trowbridge. Jeff Dillon sneaks up underneath Trowbridge. Now in the P2 position. The fight for P1 here is definitely extreme. They're racing a little bit more aggressively with 10 laps to go in the race. So 10 laps remaining, no more saving tires, no more waiting. Patience is low, no more. Everything these drivers have is about to be left on this racetrack. As we can tell, as I said, a little bit of aggression happening. Another yellow flies. 9 laps to go here tonight. Let's go ahead and see what happened. It looks like it was Papa Manser involved in that incident here. Let's go ahead and take a look here. I'm assuming it may have just been some self-spinach here on the new tires. Does he save it? He does. Gets down, hits that inside wall though. These guys are putting so much damage on their cars by hitting that inside line. Hit the inside wall. I apologize. Stephen Harlow, your new race leader right now in that number 6 car. Most laps led, I believe, in tonight's race. I'll have that information next stream. I'm upgrading as we go. So I'd love to see how many laps have been led. I want to know a little bit better about the pit stops. I like this as well. But it does look like Harlow is still on his first set of tires.
We will be double filing, boys. Double file like you're supposed to.
But we're about to be going green here, ladies and gentlemen. 9 laps to go. 9th caution of the race. Can we hold it together to finish the rest of these laps green? Stay tuned to find out. Green, green, green. 8 laps to go here. Stephen Harlow in the P1 position. 52, Jeff Dillon right on his rear with Tim Trowbridge. These 3 guys have been aggressively just giving it their all this entire race. I'm very interested to see who comes out on top. P4, Andrew Plummer plummeting his way to the front of the pack. These lap times he is producing right now is up to par with the 3 that we have been seeing up front all race. Few incidents he's been involved in, but he's increased 6 positions. Stephen Harlow doing his notorious gap lead that we see from him numerous occasions, especially at the beginning of this race here. May have worked out for him, whatever he was doing for his plans for saving tires, fuel. It's working. Jeff Dillon right behind him in that 52 car. Tim Trowbridge in the 74 car, P3. Andrew Plummer in P4. We got Trenton Besgrove, P5. And then Stephen Davis in P6. Austin Garrett in P7. Taddy the Baddie coming out in P8 right now. Joey Brewer, Sam Peck, and I do believe Papa Mansour is going to be in the P11, P12, Joe Poe. I believe he's popping in and out here, or he has left us today. YOLO. No! Final lap here. We are watching the ending of this race. Harlow with a .37 lead. Is he going to take it away? Jeff Dillon getting a little squirmy out of turn 4.
Ooh, that got crazy.
Yes, he did.
That was
What a
crazy.
finish of tonight's
You
race.
get loose, Austin?
What?
Let's go ahead here. We'll take a look at tonight's results. Stephen Harlow in the P1 position.
get into
Andrew
the
Plummer in
car. Knock the ball
P2.
out.
Jeff Dillon in
Some of the checkers
P3. Taddy in P4. We're going to watch this man burn the
Protest,
rubber
Austin, protest.
off of that car.
Damn it, where's my camcorder?
Don't worry, I got GoPro.
What an awesome race here tonight, guys. It's been absolutely amazing. What a race by Harlow, leading a significant amount of laps today. It's just been absolutely fantastic. What a race tonight. It's got to be ecstatic. I know we're going to be going ahead here, getting him up into the broadcast room after he gets out of his car here. Excited to see what he has to say. Absolutely. What a hard-fought race it was here today. Stephen Harlow taking the W. We're going to try to get P1, P2, and P3 up here and see what we can talk to them about here. All right, let's go ahead here and let me see. Who do I got in the booth with me right now? Is that Harlow?
It's Steven. Yeah. What's up?
Dude, what a race. What a finish. Take me through the race. How did it go entering in this race? Did you think that you were going to be coming out on top tonight?
Oh, yeah. I've grown to love Southern National, especially in the late models. And I've just been racing here forever.
So you'd like to
So,
say that you have a little bit of
felt-
home field
Felt pretty
advantage?
confident. Yeah, I might.
Okay. So, I mean, essentially the confidence is there. I'm assuming the race went according to your strategy.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I pit a little early the first time for tires, but figured I'd take two, get it over with then.
Well,
What really won me that race was being able to take two tires the second time, and I had newer left sides than the other guys.
absolutely. I did see you had to crawl. I think you were standing back there in like P5 for a little bit. You know, I know the tire management was how difficult was managing tire wear here tonight.
A lot harder during the day. At time I've got a bunch of grip. It's just planted most of the time. As long as you drive it off the straight, you'll be fine.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the big win here tonight. Who would you like to thank tonight for the win?
A couple sponsors I got. Team Watson Racing, being the number one. Warrior Soar and Project Hopner. Anybody out there watching, and you, Shane, for putting this on. It's awesome.
Absolutely, my man. I really appreciate it. Well, congratulations again on a P1 here tonight. You have yourself a fun time. Don't celebrate too hard out there, okay?
Thanks, man. It was a fun race.
Absolutely. We'll see you. See if we can get Jeff Dillon up here. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to. Let's see if we can get P3 as well. Let's see. Who do we have in P3? Tim Tobridge. Tim, I'm dragging him up here. Hopefully he's not mid-conversation. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move him to the broadcast room. Tim, good evening. How are you doing today, my man?
I am doing all right. And yourself, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. What a race out there. Finishing in P3. You led a few laps out there. Take me through what you were seeing.
That was a tough field. Obviously, Steven and Jeff were super quick out there. I just ran this race a couple days ago with a different league and finished P3 again. Really just, I made that mistake early on and tried to get off cycle on tires, which looked like it was working. And then we got a late yellow and I was out of tires. So I was glad I could hold Steven and Jeff back for a little bit and then battle Jeff there at the end. But those guys had such fresher tires, I couldn't really keep up with them and make too much of a move. But I think the right guy won, and the right podium was the right podium. So super excited for a podium tonight, and looking forward to the next one.
Absolutely. I know last week was such an awesome race for you as well. I mean, tire management was definitely a main topic here tonight. I mean, did the race go according to your race strategy that you put forth here tonight?
No. I mean, I think I changed a little too early when I spun there, but I didn't want to chance it with that big of a spin, and I kind of lost the first set of tires, and then took that second stop, probably 4 or 5 laps before the rest of the field did, and if it went green, it was looking good because those guys were going to be on oldies, but we got a late yellow that they were able to take advantage of, and yeah, finished kind of where I think we deserved to finish.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations out there. You know, P3 finish. That's super awesome. Second race of the season. Who would you like to thank tonight?
First and foremost, got to thank you guys in the booth, making us dummies look really good when this stuff doesn't work, and make us look good when it goes well. So, got to give you guys a shout. All the guys over at Giggity, all the admin, Taddy, Jack, and the rest of the crew. Super fun, super exciting league. If you're not in it and you want to be running with some really fast guys and running with a good variety of cars, come check out the Giggity Racing League. And then finally, as always, got to thank the wife for letting me do this crazy stuff this late tonight.
Absolutely. I know that was the main topic of last week's interview. Well, awesome. Congratulations again. Excited to see what happens next week. You mind telling the viewers where we're at next week?
I know we are in the Wheelin' Mods, and we are going to be running. Let me double check I say this right. New Smyrna with the Wheelin' Mods. So Wheelin' Mods are
gonna
going to
have
be
you
a
butcher that one, not me.
yeah. It's going to be a first timer. We haven't really ran the Wheelin' Mods outside of the King of series, so I don't know anybody really that we haven't ran as a group with this car outside of the King of series. So we're looking forward to this one.
Absolutely. Well, again, congratulations, my man. Absolutely awesome watching you guys out there. Super ecstatic to see next week. And until then, you be safe. Don't celebrate too hard. P3 is definitely super. As I was telling him, just don't party too hard out there.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, guys.
Absolutely. Have a good one. Alrighty. What a race. What a finish. P2 did not want to step into the interviewing here. I think he was just fighting so hard for P1. Didn't want to deal with that. Went home. Threw the helmet, I believe. But guys, what an absolute amazing. That'll wrap things up here from Southern National Motorsports Park. On behalf of everyone at Helping Hands Contractors in the Giggity Racing League and all of us here at Morris Motorsports Media, we all thank you so much for spending your evening with us. If you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the stream with your fellow racing fans. We'll see you next time for another night of exciting racing. Until then, drive hard, race clean, and we'll see you at the next green flag. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
How do we belong in a world of silence? How do we belong in a life of lies? I'm sick of letting go of all the reasons that never die. I know we can't belong in this life of fighting. I can't be wrong when there's never right. But my only love for